American Kinetics LLC, and USAWMM. That's the United States of America Women's Monthly Mixer. And here in the state of Georgia, it's the Georgia WMM. And I'm so excited to be on the Streetz Morning Takeover with Young Jock, Shawty, and Miss Shyneka. And I'll be sharing tips with their listeners on how they can align themselves, get sponsorships, connect with government officials, and really move your community initiatives or your community events. Also, I'll be talking about how I started at 365 pounds and I've maintained a weight loss of over 200 pounds in the last 10 years. Check me out at Jlyn, JLYN, and on my social platforms, all platforms, stop, STOP, JLYN. And that's on Instagram, YouTube. You can find me there. And if you actually align yourself with me today and you follow my platform, you'll have an opportunity to set up a free coaching with me and learn how you can lose weight. If you're trying to move your business and actually gain sponsorships or support from major corporations, you can come to us at American Kinetics. Our Superfit brand has worked with many major corporations, from MAC Cosmetics, Sleep Number Store, Olive Garden, Walmart, and Walgreens. And so we're very excited to share this information. By the way, I'm a U.S. Presidential Award recipient, former police officer, and Gulf War veteran. And I'm happy to be here today. You got to come into the Streetz Morning Takeover with a lot of energy. You can't come in here with Shawty and Young Jock. This is a serious situation. That's what Jock told me years ago. He has a Grammy. I'm in a serious situation right now, and I'm glad to be here. Salute to Charleston, Chucktown. I'm here. I'm representing for you. Virginia, what's going on? I am here representing. I'm here ready to talk to all of y'all affiliates. We got something going on in each one of those states. And for you.
Thank you so much. I love you.
And for Jock.
Thank
And Miss Shyneka is not here, and these are hers. And Swin.
Oh wow, a picture of you.
Is that right?
No.
Just playing.
I've been like,
You know what it is?
I see a frame.
Yo, this is coming in handy.
oh man.
So what those are dry erase boards, so that when you're doing the show in the morning, you can put your notes on the top,
Man.
and you can actually write a note if you can't speak, and you
Oh,
can
you
also
showing
dry
out now.
erase.
And we can write each other notes.
You can write each other notes, and you can hold it up, and you can
bullets
put
in
your
it.
bullets, and there's sticky notes in there. I think their sticky notes may have dropped out. And this is Miss Shyneka. Because she's not here, I'm going to open Miss Shyneka's because I got to, I look,
Wow.
what that say?
God bless this hot mess. Yeah, she is.
That's a little bit of Atlanta royalty. Miss Shyneka's Atlanta radio royalty. She's been here for
definitely
a
is.
long time, and one of her taglines was this hot mess. So I wanted to make sure we just kind of reminded her how much we love her here in
Oh,
the city
man.
of Atlanta.
Yes, I love that. Very
So
creative.
what's going on, Jock? Are we ready yet, or?
We rolling, guys.
Y'all know what it is. We back at it, man. It is what it is. It's a real situation. Young JOC and the Streetz Morning Takeover. That's right. I am your host, Young Jock. I got Miss Shyneka and Shawty always with me, man. And we got a special guest in the building this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to give a warm welcome to Jlyn of American Kinetics LLC. Good morning, Jlyn.
Good morning, Streetz.
What's
Good morning,
happening?
Takeover.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing excellent. I'm so glad to be here. The energy is so high. I'm here with Shawty, Young Jock. I feel accomplished. I know our pastor said, you know what? If you just made it in the room, you already made it. See, some people get scared. They don't want to go forward when they got something to do. But I'm glad. I'm ready to be here. What's going on, y'all?
No, what's going on is you.
Yeah.
That's the question. What you got going on? Because I've been seeing a lot of pictures of you surfacing. You've been in some very important rooms.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it appears that you're being supported by some very important people as well.
So I'm mostly supported by God, GP. So
I mean, definitely that. But I am definitely noticing pictures of Jlyn in some very, again, important places.
And Jalen, I've been following you. I see you put on amazing events as far as building women. I noticed that you. I see some of your events. I know that you go for legislation for women. You rally for women, and you also have a women's business seminar.
I do. I have the Georgia Women's Monthly Mixer under the national brand USAWMM.com. That's USA Women Monthly Mixer. And that pretty much is an aggressive collaboration with corporations, businesses, and government agencies to further women in business. And so what we do is we are not a monthly paid membership, any of that. It is a summit, it's a seminar, and women come and they learn. And I call it learning from leaders. We bring the leaders in. This year we brought in the United States Small Business Administration. They were our keynote guests and speakers, and they came with the heat.
The SBA.
The SBA.
And they have grants.
They have a lot of programs that you can go on their website and find out about. And you can also go to, here in the state of Georgia, you can go to GeorgiaWMM.com and learn about those speakers and click right on their links and go directly to them. Some of them have their direct contact. So if you're looking to reach out to any of the speakers, just go on that list.
What's that? If you're in Georgia.
If you're in Georgia, it's GeorgiaWMM.com. And the unique thing about that is we allow women to showcase their businesses, and we also honor them. We find out about them. We have a website where they can log on, and there are people who nominate these women, and they share their stories. And then I, as a publicist and a communications professional, because American Kinetics LLC is a public relations and marketing firm. Okay? So we help people get on the news, we tell their stories, and so we tell these women, we tell their stories. We tell their stories to legislators, we tell their stories to businesses, we tell their stories to supporters in the community, so that they can rally around those organizations, those businesses, so that we can help them elevate it.
Okay, so Jalen, give me a second here.
Okay.
You're running it off so fast, I can't even keep up. Shawty ask you questions back to back. Let's give it a second, a breather.
Okay.
You're talking about women.
Okay.
I don't know what women you're talking about. Who are these women that you're speaking of?
So these are entrepreneurs, women over the age of 18.
Is it everyday women?
It's everyday women who are looking to further or learn about personal development, further their business as entrepreneurs. It may just be like Minister Sharon in 2019, who said, you know what, I want to start a nonprofit. She now has a nonprofit in the state of Georgia, and she's been giving out toy supplies in schools and educating children, helping families get their GED, and we assisted her.
Now, the reason I said that, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, this is radio, so sometimes people get in like their cars, people got other things going on around them, and even sitting here, I didn't know what women you were talking about, and that's why I asked, because a lot of times people will tune out when they don't understand, you know, who this message or your purpose, what's it intended for. And I want to know, I want you to tell them why it's important that you're doing an initiative like this for these women. And I know you said it in a sense, but I want them to hear that question and you to answer it after that question.
So, Jock, I started the Women's Monthly Mixer because I myself have anxiety. And I wanted to connect with women. And I have very tangible skills. So while I was going through some periods in my life of finding out family trauma and different things, I thought, you know what, there's some other women who have to break these burdens and have to overcome. I was still walking the red carpet, doing different events, but I wanted to see us in a group getting information from leaders, from people like the SBA, from lawyers, from anyone who could come and assist us. And this event started at a pizzeria and then moved into the Georgia State Capitol. We just moved this year to the Georgia Freight Depot. Next year we will be moving outside of Georgia, and we will still have our annual event here in Georgia. So we help women not just here in Georgia, but all around the world.
So, helping women. You know, one thing I've come to the realization of, I feel like a lot of women are more liberated these days because you guys have had to overcome so many different obstacles, just even starting at home from the domestic forefront. You know what I'm saying? Where the man feels as the woman should work just as he does. She should cook and clean also, and also raise children or rear children, however
Sure.
it's needed, right? And it takes a significant amount of effort, time, and I want to say the proper balance to pull that off. How do you suggest women find this balance? Because I'm a man, I
come
work
on,
hard,
Joe.
and I just don't know. Sometimes it seems unrealistic.
You're absolutely right. It can be very challenging. There's lots of obstacles, and that's where the personal development aspect comes in. So if you can get into some groups or come to a summit like Georgia Women Monthly Mixer and learn some personal development skills, then you'll be on tune with your time management.
So
and it all starts with a healthy prayer life. I start with a healthy prayer life, and then I have to actually take care of my body because I used to be 365 pounds.
Hallelujah.
So I've maintained the 200-pound weight loss for over 10 years, and I'm also an exercise physiologist. So it all starts with the body internally. You can start with healthy meals, drinking water. But when it comes to the dynamics in the home and being an entrepreneur, how do you nurture your family? I would tell women we are producers. So go produce.
But we
We
feel
are
like house
producers.
husbands. I'm sorry.
And so-
we feel like house husbands, and I understand exactly what Jock asked you. He said, "How do you get this businesswoman to be the businesswoman, take care of the kids, clean the house, and have my dinner ready at the end of the day?"
Well, here's the thing
'Cause it's
about
almost
it.
impossible.
Here's the thing about it.
Seem impossible.
The king,
Can we
the
both-
king,
Uh-huh.
and traditionally, the king takes care of the queen. Always have. Always fed her. Always made sure she had whatever she needed. But that queen was able to give that king favor, so that he could develop, so that they could have the finances. See, we as women can't always tell you what to do because of your ego, right? So we have to be able to trust in your ability to do whatever it is that you're doing.
To provide.
But you can see what we're doing. And so when it comes to helping with washing the dishes, taking out the trash, or making meals, I see those as co-opportunities for both of the partners to participate. So I don't see it as you can be a housewife and have a house husband. You don't want a husband who's in the streets. So if you want a housewife, you need to be a house husband.
Because
Oh, I feel like a house husband. As soon as I get off on the radio, I go cook, clean, and get the house straight.
yeah, but
Well, that's great. That's
When we-
then you're a king, because a king does that.
yeah, but when we're talking in the terms of liberation,
Come on.
So you guys know I'm very conservative, so I'm
get
not
it.
very liberated anymore. Maybe in my old days I might have been liberated when we was out doing the
what
the
I'm
music
saying
tours
is,
and
you're,
things.
You're working now.
Right.
You're working.
Yes.
You're not at home.
Yes.
You're not at home in front watching the soaps and washing clothes. You're out working. You understand what I'm saying?
But when-
face beat made up your lip, there's a sense of liberation there. Because what I'm saying is the new age, the modernized woman who gets her ass up will go to a job, whether it's a 9 to 5, whether she's an entrepreneur, whether she's just going in and doing consultation for some large firm or small firm. She is playing the role as a earner and a provider as well. So we're not talking about the oldest, we're talking about right now. Cause I don't see how you can go to work just as hard as me as a man, and come home and still take care of the house and have food ready for me. Cause somewhere in there, if you're working just as hard as me, I think you should reap the benefits of being a hard worker. I want somebody to feed you too. If I can't feed you and you can't feed yourself after a hard day's work, sometimes your hours could go longer than mine. Because me and my wife face this dilemma. And that's why I'm asking you, because I feel like it was a good question.
So I like to cook. And I'm pretty nerdy as a
how do you find
housemaker,
the time to do
and
it?
I'm very crafty. So we have to eat as humans.
Yes.
That's just a normal part of the day. You have to take a shower, you have to drink water, and you have to eat. Those things, like you said, sometimes you don't always have the time, so you eat out. You
Just
hire
outsource.
people, and you prep for meals, especially if you're trying to lose weight.
That's what
You
need to tell
meal prep
because that
and cook fresh.
That cook eating out every day. It's
adds up.
expensive, but it's
You can actually broil food and make some vegetables. That's enough. You don't need the starch sometimes. And I'm not a dietitian. I have to say that. I'm only an exercise physiologist. I have a degree from Georgia State University, the Department of Kinesiology and Health. And so I want to make sure I'm not giving any dietary advice, but I bake my food and then I eat vegetables. And so we don't talk about that at the Women's Monthly Mixer. We talk about things like how to gain sponsorships. We give them tips and insights on how to invite your legislator. How do you get a letter from the United States Capitol Hill? Those type of things are what we assist them with. We have lawyers. We've had Angela Sue, who was at that time the president-elect of the Asian Pan American Bar Association, was one of our keynote speakers. We just had the assistant director of the regional office of the United States Small Business Administration as our guest, alongside Love and Hip Hop Althea Hart, alongside Rat in the Kitchen, Chef Mo.
So tell me, how do women become a part of this movement, or to go and get enlightened on how to what's the website again?
USAWMM. USAW Women Monthly Mixer, WMM. And I would like to say to the women, simply go there and put in your email, or you can call us, because what we do is, out of the 30 websites that are assigned around the country to these women, they're dedicated. We have affiliates who actually are participating, and we have designed a website and put their presence on that site. Some of the women may not have a website or know how to do those type of things. They may not have a logo. They may not know how to get a billboard on on Peachtree Street. So we assist them.
And getting those, I know that you have given out proclamations. I've seen you give out proclamations personally, and that's something to add to your resume. So what you're saying, in this course, you show people how to go out and get these legislative people to move in your favor, so you can get what you want.
We teach you how to make the proper request and the proper, quotation marks here, people, the proper ask of a legislator. It is very important that your initial request to their office is formatted in a proper process. Like, you need the who, what, when, where, and why. You have to first share with them your cause, your initiative, how it's going to benefit the constituents in the state that you live in. And then you have to write that up. And if you're not able to do it, you have to hire a publicist like me to get it done.
And what's your information?
Well, you can find me at Jlyn.com, and that's JLYNFURBY.com, or at Stop, STOPJLYN. Now, Shawty will tell you, it's hard to get me to stop talking, y'all. So Stop Jlyn.
It's all good.
Stop Jlyn is my Instagram on all platforms. And then for the weight loss, is Superfit, SOOPAFITT, super frequency, intensity, time, and type of exercise. I used to be 365 pounds, y'all.
It's a beautiful thing.
She rode in my car.
I did.
I'm just
I was leaning to the side.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to speak with you this morning, Jlyn.
Tell y'all I have a presidential award.
Oh, okay.
You was awarded the presidential award?
I forgot to tell you that I'm a 2019 presidential award recipient. And this is for the volunteering. This effort started as a volunteering effort. Yeah. So my initiatives, I volunteered to help the community when I couldn't help myself.
Thank you, Jesus.
And so I felt that was a good way for me to get out of the house and continue doing what you knew needed to be doing when we first met.
Yes, and I remember all the calls. I'm down at the state capitol today. We're gonna be marching. We're going to the legislation. We're trying to get cannabis, CBD. We're trying to bring. I mean, I really commend you.
So House Bill 324. That House Bill 324, I'm responsible for requesting of the Georgia legislative body to put in a 20% equity component for minority veterans. That is the only piece in our Georgia marijuana bill that addresses minority veterans. And I was successful over other attorneys and people who came to this state to try to get wording into the legislature. So that afforded me an opportunity to work with G Leaf out of Maryland and out of Virginia and out of Ohio. They're a multi-state medical cannabis company. They make peanut butter breath, by the way.
Okay.
And so
do me a favor, Jlyn.
I'm on their board for the state of Georgia.
This is crazy. I love it. I'm so happy to hear this. Let the people know again how they can get in touch with you.
You can get in touch with me by going to JlynFurby.com. That's Juliet Lima Yankee November Furby. That's the former police officer. I just had to do it like that sometimes.
Okay, well,
Had to
again,
do it like that. But it's JLYNFURBY.com. And I know it's radio listening. You might be driving and forget that. If you forget that, just remember Jalen is those 4 letters, JLYN. And you can find me.
Yes.
Again, we want to take the time to say thank you for stopping by this
Thank
morning,
you.
dropping this knowledge on our good people, our listeners, because they definitely be tuned in. Appreciate y'all. And again, much success and much success to the future, and the aspiring entrepreneurs and just business women to come.
There was something else I wanted to share with you. I know you guys are going to produce the show. We didn't talk about Miss Kathleen Steele, who's one of my main honorees. She's a pillar of the SCLC, and her husband is Dr. Charles Steele. And that's a 40-year-old organization started by Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm so proud to have 2 of my articles as cover articles published in their magazine. I'm a published journalist nationally under the tutelage of 8-time Emmy Award-winning journalist Maynard Eaton, and I'm so grateful for that. I'll be covering the Atlanta Jazz event in his absence as he's moving to Hampton University. And so I'm very excited to be speaking at Hampton this fall in his classes.
Yes.
Boy, it feels so good when that sun's shining on you, man.
Yeah.
Shouts out to our listeners, man. Shouts out to our affiliates, man. Everyone that tunes in and rocks out with us, man. Young Jock and Streetz Morning Takeover. It's a beautiful money-making Monday, man. May the light and love be with you as you try to find your way through the day.
Yes, man. I want to send a shout out to my boys, Elijah, Jamal, and Shadarius. I love you guys so much. And to my bonus daughter, Alea, I know you're having a great day at school today. And I want everybody to have a blessed day. And you control your energy, make it positive.
Again, keen to get well, my boy.
Hey.
I'm praying for you. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's Monday. You know what that means.
You know what it is.
Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of questions.
You need me to come over there and be security while Love Hip Hop come on tonight, Jock? Because I know it's going to be,
That
tonight
part
is the wedding.
It's already been handled. We got security at the house.
For you,
For me.
for Kendra.
For Kendra.
Right.
Hey, man, we got to get up out of here, man. We'll catch y'all later. Keep it where you got it. Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Hey, this is Jalen. JalenFurby.com. That's JLYNFURBY. Why don't you go to JalenFurby.com and learn about all the opportunities to work with me in the community. If you're looking for a health coach, if you're looking for a publicist, if you need to elevate your nonprofit or your business and align yourselves with major corporations like Walmart, Walgreens, Sleep Number Stores, MAC Cosmetics, just to name a few of my sponsors and companies that we've worked with in the past. We'd love to help you be able to do the same. So I just wrapped up my interview with Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover! Takeover! I just wrapped up the Streetz Morning Takeover show, y'all.